If you can go on your knees and ask God for forgiveness, you owe it to every person to forgive them when they hurt you. But what you do not owe anyone is that. Isn't it ironical that it is only those who are closest to our hearts, family and friends, that can cause us so much pain and can betray us? We cannot suffer that degree of pain and hurt or even betrayal from a stranger. So when that happens, how do you cope with that? That's what we want to discuss today. Hello, friend. If you're new to my page, this is Krista Connell with Judy, where I share my personal thoughts based on biblical principles. On today's episode, we conclude our conversation on revival of forgiveness, and today we are looking at forgive your friends. Woo. How many of us have actually experienced betrayal, hurt from those that we call friends that have become families? I have had my own share, and I guess you have had your own share too. And yet, we are Christians and we are expected to forgive. How do we handle that? Because you can't avoid it. And the truth of the matter is that pain is part of our existence. Hurt is part of our existence, the human existence. Disagreements, confrontations, they are part of our human experience. So I really don't run away from disagreements or quarrels, as it were, because I feel that these disagreements could either strengthen our bond or break our bond. You understand? Because at that point, we are getting to know each other better, and then we know how best to relate with each other. So I'm not one of those people that will say, I don't want disagreement. No. During counseling, marriage counseling, most times the intended partners are always asked, okay, so have you guys ever had any disagreement, and during this period of your courtship or your relationship, or you say, oh no, we've never quarreled. Say, both of you have been pretending. You understand? So I see disagreements as opportunities for us to get to know ourselves better and for our bond to be stronger. Okay? But if during a confrontation or disagreement our bond is broken, then there will be a distance. Okay? So I see disagreement as a necessity, yeah. But then do not carry on with the anger or the bitterness to the point where you are living in unforgiveness. But having said that, there are people who have had very ugly situations with friends, up to the kind of betrayal that could have cost them their lives, cost them something very valuable, and it's hard, especially if it's someone that you trusted, someone you took, someone you were so open to. You treated him or her like, oh, you're my own person, you're my personal person, as we'll say it in Nigeria, and then the person used that information to stab you at the back, snitched on you, or did something, and you lost a very important opportunity, or you lost something very valuable. So because it is inevitable that we'll have such people around us, whether we like it or not, whether we choose it or not, how do we handle that as Christians? If you can go on your knees and ask God for forgiveness, you owe it to every person to forgive them when they hurt you. But what you do not owe anyone is that, let's go back to the way we used to be. You don't owe anybody that. If you're comfortable with it, fine. But if you're not comfortable with it, it's okay. You can still be friends from a distance. You can still care or love that person from a distance. You mustn't be, you understand? But you owe every human being forgiveness.